Hi everybody, this is a recording of the trombone baritone part for Storm Chasing composed by William Owens. Let's talk about a couple things before I play through the whole piece. In the very beginning, you have 4 measures of rest. Make sure to count those, maybe mouth them or actually whisper out the counting out loud so that you and the people next to you know exactly where you are. The tempo in the beginning is a quarter note equals 90, which is a little bit on the slow side, and then the tempo, the speed changes at measure 13, where the storm starts to happen. That comes a lot faster. Quarter note equals 152. Find measure 14. It doesn't say 14, but it's the measure before measure 15. You have 2 notes at the same time. That's called divisi. Divisi means divided. Some people play the top notes, some people will play the G, and other people will play the bottom notes, the Cs. Either the conductor or your band teacher will tell you which one you should practice. And if they haven't or they don't, then you need to practice both so that you're prepared. The same thing happens in measure 15 and measure 18 and 19. There's another divisi parts. That's it. That's the only part. The rest of it is all in unison, which means all the trombones and all the baritones / euphoniums have the same pitches at the same time. Be mindful of your dynamics in this piece. There are a lot of crescendos and decrescendos. Crescendos start little and then they get louder, and then decrescendos are the opposite. You're louder and start to get softer. Pay attention to those because that creates more interest for the people that are listening to this piece. There are what look like little decrescendos under / over some of your notes. The first one that happens is in measure 13 at the double bar line. Doesn't say 13, but it happens after 12. That is called an accent. You need to attack the notes a little bit harder. They're a little bit more weighted, a little bit more important than the other notes around it. You need to ta a little bit more angry, just a little bit. Same thing at 15, 18, and 19. Now with the divisi part, the accent is over both notes at the same time. You don't need one over the top note and one over under the bottom note. It's for both people. You have to accent both notes from both people. Same thing happens in 37, 41. There's a couple more accents. After you play measure 44, there's a repeat sign. Find out where you go back to. After you play 41, 42, 43, 44, you go back to measure 41. Maybe draw a giant arrow so that you remember to go back because you play it again. Measure 54, we have some more accents. And now find the very last measure. This is measure 57. They look like little V's that are underneath your C's there. Those are called marcato. Marcato means they're accented and they're short at the same time. It's a nice final statement to this piece. In the very beginning, I'm going to put on the recording of the entire band playing it. That way it's always important to know what's going on in the piece during your rests so that you can not just know your part, but you know what else is happening at the same time. Once I finish measure 12, I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to start the metronome at a quarter note equals 152. There will be no stopping in your rehearsal with your conductor, but it's just so that I can switch back between the recording and the metronome. Okay? Again, as always, if you're playing with me and I'm going too fast, at the bottom of this window is a little gear. If you click on the gear, the spiky thing, then you can change the speed of this video. Okay, let's start in the very beginning. Here is Storm Chasing. Here's the very beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. Mezzo piano, not too loud. Switch back to the metronome. Quarter note equals 152. We're starting at measure 13. I will play the top notes. Maybe you could play the bottom notes. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, accent. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Start soft. Rest, 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 rest. There you have it. Good luck. And for any questions to your band teacher. Thanks for watching.